It should be very evident by now, but Marvel has really went out there and tried to give us the best gaming future possible. Especially when you look at the likes of Insomniac's Marvel's Spider-Man, and of course the upcoming Ultimate Alliance, and then other projects in development. Now, I think a lot of you guys forget that Marvel Games has been in an interesting position for the last 2 decades. Essentially, what happened was the same thing that happened with the movie side. When things got really bad in the late 90s, licenses were given pretty much to anybody that could create or want to create anything for like any amount of money, right? It was just a bad position. They were in a bad position. And unfortunately, up until recently, we really didn't have those AAA games. But in the most recent, console life cycle, specifically this decade, you look at some of their stuff like the Lego games, for example. Insomniac's Spider-Man, the upcoming Ultimate Alliance, the Ultimate Alliance games last decade, you really see that they try to do their best, although there was still that middle tier feeling, like that AA developer, not the AAA, not like the indie. It was just kind of in the middle there. They were always in that 6 to maybe a 7 range. But now, you have to really look at the fact that they are listening to fans with, like, Avengers project, for example, right? That's something big, with a big developer and a big company backing it. And Marvel is in this position now where they're really looking for the best developers to kind of pitch ideas and deliver these to the fans. And what really makes me kind of aware of this is you look at Ultimate Alliance. They're allowing X-Men characters in there. Now remember, a couple years ago, you couldn't find X-Men or Fantastic Four in anything because they were trying to scrub them. Marvel is clearly listening, finally, and they realize what they need to do, and that's find the best developer for a series, for a game, and let them do what they want. And I know it's going to take a while, but just look at like the example of Iron Man. It's coming to VR, and everybody that's played it, go look at their impressions. They tell you it's an incredible game. So it's this type of listening that I think is going to pay off. And realistically, I think us as fans, we got to kind of lay back. People are constantly demanding, give us Avengers news, give us Avengers news. Just kind of wait. It's taken a while. Do you want a rushed product? Do you want them to reveal a product that doesn't look like the final version? And then when it doesn't, you suddenly get upset because of puddle gates? Because puddles don't look the same? Do we need that again? Let them take their time. I'd rather have a build-up cycle where they announce it and then it's coming to release within 6 months. Because what better way to do it? You can show more of what the final product's going to look like instead of overhype and underdeliver, which is what every AAA game does now. It's literally how they do it.